Good morning from day number 7 of the first ever BBS Squad video and photo retreat here in Bali. This video is all about B-roll and how to master that Schteez in the field. Let's go. First stop this morning is Canto Lampo waterfall near Ubud in central Bali, and the idea here this morning with the B-roll right off the bat is to shoot sort of in a sequence manner so that you know what you want to capture going into your edit. And how I find the best way to sort of capture a good sequence is shooting in 3 different styles: wide, medium, and tight. And a good way to think of that even is like a 5-part sequence where you go wide, medium, tight, tight, tight. And by getting those shots, you'll be able to set the scene for your viewer with the wide, and then you get into a little bit more detail with the medium, which is actually most shots that you see in videos and in films are medium. And then to bring in that detail, you want to probably switch your lens, and that's when you go into tight, tight, tight to really emphasize the detail in your scene. It is coffee time here at the Canto Lampo waterfall. We got Carlos from Argentina, who I'm sure you recognize from other videos. And the idea with the coffee and sort of setting up here just in front of the waterfall is to try and get those medium and tight shots utilizing some sort of foreground interest. And the best way I find doing this is setting your camera in a manual focus and a higher frame rate, maybe like 90 FPS or even 60, and then slowly like panning your shot across, whether it's a medium or a tight. And I feel like that works really, really well to emphasize great B-roll of a location with sort of the blurry background of what could be your main subject. And in this case, it's the waterfall and or Mr. Carlitos and the coffee. Oh, nice. Indonesian coffee. Next up on the B-roll tips for this Master That Schteez class here on YouTube is to change your perspective. So obviously a very good way to do that is utilizing a drone, and here it's a really tight space. So what I'm going to do is set it into tripod mode with none of the obstacle sensors enabled, and just fly nice and slow through this canyon, and I'm sure we're going to get some amazing quality footage that I can use as wide, medium, and tight by shooting in 4K and then cropping in from there. It is humid in Bali. That's it for the Canto Lampo waterfall. Next up is the villa, and then sunset on the coast. Good morning. Good morning. After breakfast, Laptop Club is in full effect because today's session's all about editing and post-processing and effects and keyframes and sound design and color grading and all that lovely stuff to try and get our videos ready for the showing at the end of the BBS Squad video and photo retreat, which is happening tomorrow. So we're gonna have sort of a group presentation where everybody gets to show the final product of the videos that they've been creating throughout the entire week. And it's gonna be awesome, but for that, you need to edit, and that's what's happening right now. And And after a very successful midday editing session, it is time to hit the road again and chase sunset here in Bali. So we are going to continue this B-roll masterclass at another location, and hopefully we get some good light. Let's hit the road. Hello. Thank you. We have made it to our sunset location. This is a sort of lesser known part of the west coast of Bali, and I'm going to try and pronounce it for you. It's the Pura Gede Luhur Batur Negaus Temple. And it's sort of like a small peninsula that comes out into the ocean here, and we got some amazing rocks with the waves breaking against them, and we are the only tourists here. There are some locals that are exploring the area, but we look like the only foreign tourists, which is a huge change from the amount of tourists that we've seen here in Bali, even at some of the photo locations, especially at sunset. We've had most sunrise locations all to ourselves, but even this morning there were a couple of people that showed up at around like 7:15 in the morning. So it's nice to have this place more or less all to ourselves as the group, and to explore a little bit more and focus more on the B-roll concept. I've been trying to share with the participants how I go about making a sequence, and a lot of the times, like I said to you this morning, I look for a wide, medium, tight, and that can even go from tight back to wide, or with medium in the middle, so that you start with like detail and you start with close-ups and let the viewer's imagination piece together the rest of the story. So things to think about with B-roll to assist your storytelling is sequences and how you tie those sequences together. Right at the edge of the temple here, and I apologize, I'm a bit backlit and there's a little bit of wind, but what a location. There are a couple fishermen here, which I was just able to get a really nice B-roll sequence of, and just shows you really the local vibe of this last location for us. It is sadly the last sunset session for this video and photo retreat here in Bali, and what a great place to do it. Some of the information that I've been trying to share with you guys in this video about B-roll, another really good tip is to try and utilize time-lapse or hyperlapse or different frame rates to tell your story and transition in between clips within your video. So what I've got behind me here is the Canon EOS R with a 16-35 and a 0.9 3-stop soft grad filter up at the front from Benro. And what I've done is just dampen out the sky behind me, try and get a really nice time-lapse to transition us from this clip into the better light that I'm hoping is going to pop, so I'll be able to get some really nice photographs of this seascape and hopefully some incredible drone footage. That's what I'm really hoping for, to like be the banger to end off this video. But what a cool location, and I hope that you're enjoying this video so far. It's been really cool to put together. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. As I said in a couple of videos back, I noticed that about 40% of the viewers aren't subscribed, which is mind-blowing. I thought I had a complete vlog audience. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, subscribe, because we got amazing adventures all over the world, including hosting this first ever video and photo workshop retreat, which has been thus far incredible. So yes, I need to get back to it and hopefully be able to capture more of this scene to share with you. And And just like that, the light is gone and another day is done here in Bali. The sun goes down so quick here, it's incredible. I feel like, you know, we've got a good hour and a half, 2 hours to set up at a location, and then before you know it, the sun's just like boom, gone. So not the best opportunity for me to get a lot of photos. I feel like I need to come to this place a couple times to scout it out a bit better, but definitely a lot of great video footage and a lot of quality time spent with some of the participants here on our final sunset session to really talk with them about the things that they've learned over the last week here at the video and photo retreat, and try and again put that into practice while here in the field on location. So some great drone footage as well to give you an idea of what this looks like from the air. Really a gem of a find here in Bali with not a lot of international tourists, so we kind of had this location all to ourselves, which is amazing for the last evening. So this is it. This is the end of the first ever inaugural video and photo retreat, the BVS squad. I hope that it's not the end of this format. I think we're going to definitely try and do this again next year, if not every year, make it an annual thing. So stay tuned for the announcement. I actually know where it's going to be. See if you can guess where you think the next BVS squad video and photo retreat is going to be in the comments. I do know where it's going to be, so I'm excited to tell you all about that, and I'll wait until Brendan's back to make that video announcement. So look forward to that. And if you're not signed up to the newsletter, so I've got a newsletter sign up link in the description of this video, and that's where all of the announcements genuinely happen first. So if you're looking to get a jump start on anybody else for the next spot on this video and photo retreat, then sign up to that newsletter, because lots of announcements happen there about upcoming adventure tours and workshops all around the world. So this is definitely a new format and something that has gone over really well here in Bali, and I hope you've enjoyed this series. If you haven't checked out the other videos, go and have a look. It's been a blast to make them and so much fun to hang out with the crew. They've been absolutely incredible. Nelly too. Nelly's been a huge help, so much love to her as always. And yeah, it's kind of sad, you know, it's like I want to keep going because I'm here in Bali for like another 2 weeks, so there'll be lots more content from here, but we're changing the format of the workshop. It's going back to sort of the traditional photography style, but the video aspect of this one has just been next level. It's been so much fun. So thanks for watching, for sticking with us, for being part of this growing community here on YouTube, and I look forward to taking you into the future adventures. So I'm going to try and cut myself off as always at the end of these videos. So thank you for watching. I hope you like it, and I will see you on the next one.